And blessings. How are you guys? Welcome and welcome back to my channel, Rose Serpent Oracle. My name is Nela Maat, and I am feeling truly grateful that you're here. Um, I am setting intentions from my heart to honor divine truth, to respect divine law, and also I'm here to serve as a vessel for divinity, to be at service. Okay. And so may we only invite positive energies here in our space and in your space and calling in the manifestation of divine truth. Okay. Thank you guys so much for being here. Um, we're going to start with the Medicine Woman Oracle. Now, let us remember, right, that we all have feminine and masculine energy. Obviously, we have females and males, right, ancestors. And so we're inviting in those energies too. All right, cool. I am hearing that it's important to remind the collective that the planet Mars, okay, is in the sign of Virgo. All right. So there's an energetic shift happening, and the energy of the Father is coming in. All right. So having awareness and knowing what's going on is very important. Okay. Because we are being invited to heal our divine masculine. So I'm hearing the masculine principle. All right, you guys. So Virgo, attention to details, right? I'm hearing rituals, daily habits, routines, your relationship with consistency, with focus, with commitment, our physical health, very important, okay? How we take action, where are we taking action from? Mindfulness, okay? Let's see. Beautiful. So let's see. We have the male principle. So you are being invited to reconcile with the masculine within you, okay? And this is also about taking time to review what is it that we can recognize within the males in our family, okay, in our ancestry. We're talking about the father, the grandfather, your uncles, your cousins, males and males figures. And now, if you didn't grow up with a father, if let's say your mother had a stepfather, all of that counts, all right? And also ask yourself, what is your relationship with your divine masculine, right? We can talk about wounded masculine, or we can talk about a masculine that is in harmony, all right? So how we take action, what is our intention, structures, routines, focus, determination, discipline, the hand of severity, all right? For example, do we finish what we started, or do we have the tendency to procrastinate and we start one thing and we go to another one and then we don't do anything and then we just give up, right? So there's all these things. And then our relationship with our home, with safety, security, feeling inner safety and insecurity, all right? We have embrace. We have the ego. So higher vision, right? Being determined. Rise above to widen your vision. The energy of embrace says, remember the primordial nature. You are a vessel. You are a vessel. Okay, so you are an spirit having a human experience. We have honor your vision. Okay, well, and some of you might be feeling like, I don't have a vision yet. What I'm hearing is, embrace where you at on your journey. Embrace the process of healing, the cycles of co-creation. Um, Divinity is supporting you, okay? Supporting you with a deep clearing, a deep cleansing. And so you are feeling tender, if you are struggling with a lot of difficult emotions, this is because you are being cleansed, okay? Don't go into, oh my God, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, nothing works for me. No, just acknowledge that you are receiving a cleansing. Your vision will be unfolding as you honor the male principle, as you honor your divine masculine, as you honor the process of becoming. So I'm hearing give yourself grace, okay? And then we have the energy of self-knowledge. And this is an invitation to go inward and to reconnect with the energy of the earth, of the mother and the father, in order to receive nurturing energies and divine guidance, okay? There's something about allowance and not wanting to force things, right? It's important, once again, to know where we at. Are we ready to receive what we want? Or can we acknowledge that we might need some more time to get things together? You know what I mean? So the eagle is here and the ancestors are saying, honor the cycles of preparation and heal, right? The wounded masculine is that looking for instant gratification, and go into a mindset of long term and honoring that divinity, your ancestors, your guides, angels, the higher devas and devis are supporting you, and they will be bestowing upon you what they desire, where you're open to receiving at the end of the day. We must become the vessels, guys. Okay? If you are wanting to unlock or open a gift or a talent, you have to put the work. And the universe, right? Divinity, God, your guides will meet you there. But if you are not taking action, if you're not putting the efforts, then we stay there. We stay there where it's just a dream. It's just a dream, and we're dreaming, right? The shadow Pisces. We have already gone through those energies of Saturn and Pisces back and forth, revealing how we procrastinate. And so it's very important right now to take action, to say, all right, I must have beginner's mind. I need to nurture this, that, this. I'm working through overcoming this fear, this insecurity, that. Okay, this is how I'm supporting myself. So moving forward, I'm going to do this and this and that. This is where we at. This is Mars and Virgo. Mars and Virgo said, oh, fuck, I know what's up. I know what's up with me. And maybe, just maybe, if I'm experiencing a lot of frustration and anger, because there's some energy I must transmute. And then I'm not honoring where I'm at in my journey, because I must become the vessel to receiving. So this is not about good or bad or right or wrong, or that you are unworthy or that you're lacking. It's just about honoring where we at in our spiritual quest, in the unfolding. All right? So honoring that is very important. Woo. Okay, so yeah, there's a message here of having to heal your self-confidence. And so how can we work through that? Only by taking action, right? And most of the time, we encounter an inner conflict when we are in self-doubt and not feeling confident. There's a battle, because a part of us, right, might be wanting to procrastinate and not go for it, because it says it's too painful to fail. It's too painful to go through the hurt, to the disappointment, than just quitting. But at the end of the day, quitting is even worse, because then you end up freaking wondering, wondering. So you're already disappointed because you're not even giving yourself the chance to see what happens. So acknowledge that, okay? We're going to use the tarot now. Acknowledge my love. A lot of times when we're suppressing ourselves from doing the things that we love and make us feel passionate, we are in pain. Your body is like, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you expressing yourself? Why are we not celebrating our gifts and talents? Why are we not preparing and doing the things? Why, right? No. We say no. No. We become overly critical, and that's the shadow of Virgo. Here, Six of Pentacles, right? Sorry, we have to look for that harmony. Queen of Wands, we have to take action, courage, and determination and fortitude as foundations, internal first, okay? So our guides, Mother Nature, divinity is saying you must manifest a sense of inner harmony, inner safety. You must channel and share from your inner abundance, okay? Share your gifts and your talents. Be in your humility where you can do things and be where you need to be, right? It's like, look at me, right? What I'm doing takes efforts, takes work. English is my second language. It's just a whole freaking story, right? It's a whole journey. And so it really comes down to, is it what you want to do make you feel fulfilled? And how do you feel when you're not doing it? Does it hurt you to suppress it, right? It's just a choice. It's a choice. Okay? Here we are. There are choices to be made. There are a lot of possibilities for you. This is really about making a choice, a decision, to ask ourselves, you know what? Is going after this makes me happy? Is pouring into this cup of expressing my creativity something that makes me feel, oh my goodness, it brings joy into my spirit. And so I need you guys to find what are the stories that are creating this sense of entrapment, right? I'm entrapped. Well, why? Because I'm in my head making assumptions and creating the worst case of scenarios. And there's the sorts of fear and the sorts of, I don't like dealing with uncertainty and the unknown. Oh, I just want to show up as a master. Oh, the perfectionism, all the programmings and conditionings where we find ourselves comparing to other people. Oh, this is the only way, I cannot make it because I'm lacking here. So we have to work with alchemy. Well, if I'm doubting, all right, I can be doubting. That's cool. However, am I putting the efforts? Am I seeking for the correct information? Am I working through it? Yes. That means you're moving forward, right? So there's this sense of, I am showing up and I am building from within courage, fortitude, determination, focus, and I'm giving myself even the opportunity, to be in my star energy, doing the things that make me feel so freaking happy. Because within me, there's an abundance of so many things, right? And so I'm going to share with others. And as I share all of this of me with others, I'm also receiving. So we're talking about feminine and masculine. We're talking about purpose. We're talking about fulfillment at the end of the day. The world has conditioned us that we have to chase for money, that we have to chase for recognition and approval and the material and all of the things. And that shit is instant gratification. It comes and it fills you temporarily, but then the emptiness comes back. The The feeling of emptiness, the longing, the pain comes back again. Why? Because if you're chasing after the superficial, if you are chasing after that, like I said, the same way you go and get it, the same way that goes away. However, you're working from your inner, from the core of you. Yeah? From your within and from the above, the spiritual world, and into this place as I am serving as a vessel for divinity. That's when you feel fullness and wholeness. Because it's not about what can I take? What can I take? And it's about, shit, I am doing all of this, and there's also a healing happening within me. And it's happening within the other. And there's a reciprocity, and I am living in my truth. And that's what matters. That's what matters. When you go after instant gratification, comes and goes. It's like, sorry, my nose is sweaty. It's like chasing for someone to love us and accept us, and we go after the chase and the hunting, and then we just have it. But then there was no intimacy, there was no vulnerability. It was just I want something, and then let's say it happens and we have it, and then we still feel the same way. So this is where you have to be so clear right now. Okay, this is where we have to be so clear right now. Ask yourself important questions. Write things down. That's Virgo. What kind of revelations have you experienced? What are the things that you're working through right now? Have a spiritual awareness and make a choice to share from your inner wealth and your inner kindness and prosperity, your virtues. Remember and remind yourself, I'm working through my self-worth, my sense of self-esteem, my self-value. I'm releasing the vices so that I can embrace virtues. And I am working in my inner foundations. All right? But this is all I have for you guys. I love you so very much. Please don't forget to like, subscribe. You can leave me a comment. Share these messages with someone if you feel guided to. I love you so much. Be aware of scammers. You know what's up. I'm not reaching out to anyone. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I will be sharing the information down below. I love you guys. Namaste and bless.